One of the things I've noticed over the last 15 to 20 years is the growth of the energy drink market. You've got all kinds of energy drinks out there now. There's the healthy kind, the unhealthy kind, the ones that are extra energy drinks, and the ones who are just kind of a little. But the crazy thing is how convenience stores have a ton of them. Rack after rack of energy drink are there, and they're getting bought. People are buying them, people are drinking them, people are comparing them. Why is that? Well, today a lot of people just feel tired a lot. They need the energy because they don't have it. They're tired, they're wired, they've got a lot of things going on today. And it's funny because we have more technology today than ever. And the technology is supposed to make things easier, better. But it seems like it's doing the opposite. So why are we like that? Why do we need these energy drinks? What's going on in our life? Well, I think there's 3 reasons we're tired and wired, and we're going to talk about why on today's show. Hey guys, I'm David Maxwell from thrivingman.com. We're a community of like-minded men who want to thrive in the important areas of our life. So we put out content to help guys do that, to make them better. If you'd like more content like this, hit the subscribe button so you can help us reach more men. Now today we're talking about 3 reasons why we're tired and wired. And it's just a reality, a lot of us are. It makes me think of the old VeggieTales song. I don't know if you ever watched VeggieTales, it was great, but they had this old song where they sang about being busy, dreadfully busy. And it's funny, people are like that today. You ask them, you say, hey, how have things been? Oh, it's been crazy busy. How are you? Crazy busy. And a lot of people, they live their life with that crazy busy thing. And you never hear anyone talking about, hey, how's life? I'm just bored. I got more time than I know what to do with. I don't have much to do. I'm just kind of sitting around the house doing nothing because I've done everything. I'm caught up in everything. Have you ever heard someone say that? If they did, would you believe them? Probably not. When you look at people today, they would tell you, 1, how busy they are, but you'd also see that a lot of them are just tired and wired. And what does that mean? Well, they're tired because they're exhausted a lot of times, but they're wired because they can't calm down. And we're going to talk about 3 reasons today why that is, and then we're going to go into a whole series of what you can do about it. Because we believe this is something that as men, if we can get this, it not only will help us in our lives, but it'll help us at work. It'll help us in home. It'll really impact every area of our life. So let's jump into those reasons. The first reasons why we're tired and wired is that we've lost our mental on-off switch. We don't really know how to turn it off or turn it on. Have you ever been like that where you know you need to do something but you don't want to do anything and you just kind of procrastinate, you try to figure things out? It's kind of like when you're on your computer and you've got, 10 million tabs open for your browser. And you're like, why is my browser going so slow? Because you've got a bunch of tabs open and they're all sucking energy out of it. Our life is like that. A lot of us have a lot of things going on and we're trying to do each one of them and we don't know how to turn things on and off. We don't know how to say, okay, I'm done with this, let me go to the next thing. We keep them all open and it drains us. And the truth is when you're trying to mix things, it kind of kills it. Like if you're trying to relax, but you're also trying to get some work done, are you really relaxing? Are you really getting that much work done? And they kind of come in and then it adds extra stress to us. And that stress zaps our energy. And then what a lot of people do is they feel the burden of all that they didn't get done, that they need to get done. Then they try to escape even more. So they run off to video games. They run off to binge watch stuff. And what they're doing is running away from things. All the responsibilities are still there and they all weigh on them, but they don't know how to turn it off. So they just don't want to think about it. It's like you've got all these plates spinning. And instead of, trying to work to get a plate off, you just go and keep spinning it and then you kind of start ignoring it. But then of course what happens? The plate crashes. And what happens is you find your mind dreading. You find that you're laying in bed and then your mind starts going through everything. Oh, you didn't do this today. You didn't do that. You should have done this instead of that. And then you start worrying, you start stressing, you don't sleep, you wake up the next day, and you repeat. That's the cycle a lot of people are in because they don't know how to turn it on and turn it off at the right time. It's all on at the same time, and it's zapping their energy really, really bad. The second reason we're tired and wired is for a lot of us, we're controlled by our checklist. We have so many checklists going that we feel like we don't even have a life. And then what happens is we start to think about, well, what can I do to get a hold of my life? So then we go down the rabbit hole of trying to find the hacks and the tricks to improve in life. Okay, I got it. It's going to be this program is going to fix it. Oh, if I read this book, it'll fix it. If I take this guy's course, it'll fix it. And maybe it does for a while. But the problem is for many of us, we don't know how to turn off the checklist. We don't know how to understand what's important and what's not. And the truth is, the checklist never ends. There's no end to the checklist. No matter what age you are, no matter what your responsibilities, you will always have a checklist. You will always have things you have to do. The key, though, is to understand when to focus on it and when not to. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. And so what happens is all these checklists are yelling at us. It's like you being in a music shop and you're surrounded by 100 speakers and each one is playing a different song. You can't concentrate. You can't figure out what to do. So what happens? You don't know what's the most important thing. You don't know what you should concentrate on. So a lot of people start concentrating on whatever's right in front of them, but it may not be the most important thing. And it hurts them and it hurts their family, their relationships, every area of their life. And the reason it hurts is we try to do it all. We try to make it all happen. And the truth is you can't. You've got to learn to turn things on and off. You've got to learn what you can and can't do. And you say, well, David, I know this, and I feel this struggle every night. Well, it is a struggle. A lot of us are living in that struggle to be productive and to be peaceful. We want both, but we feel like we can't get it. Because for a lot of us, we don't know how to turn things on and off at the right time. So the third reason we're really tired and wired is we don't know how to catch and release. Now, we've talked about all these things, and you say, well, what's the answer? Well, we're going to be going through that over the next series of videos to help you with it. But let me give you the first focus, and that's learning how to catch and release. Now, we're saying it that way because you've got to learn how to hold on to the right thing. You got to focus on it at the right time, but then you've also got to learn how to release it and set it aside and focus on the next thing. It's the skill of starting and stopping. It sounds simple, and the concept is simple, but it's hard to do. But it's a meta skill. In other words, if you get this, then it'll apply to work. You'll learn what to focus on, what not to focus on. You'll learn at home what to focus on, what not to focus on in every area of your life. You've got to learn how to catch and release. You've got to learn how to focus on the right thing and not focus on what's not important right now, or just to let it go for right now. And that's the hardest part today. A lot of men don't know how to mentally engage and mentally disengage. We kind of have that all or nothing mentality. It's the way men are. We're kind of like that, so we have to fight it because it's a natural tendency for us to be in that. But if you think about it, you see other people doing it in other areas of their life. Professional athletes are very focused on when they're training, when they're engaged, and when they're resting. In fact, there's stories of Roger Federer, the famous tennis player, who was an incredible tennis player, but he would sleep 8 to 10 hours a night. He considered his sleep part of his training, so he made it very important because he wanted to disengage from thinking about it, from using his body and letting his body rest and recover. So what he did was he learned how to step in to engage something and then how to step out. We say catch and release just to help you remember it, but it's the same thing. You catch something, you do it, then you release it when it's not important. And a lot of men today, if they grabbed a hold of this truth, how to catch and release, they would learn how to not be so tired and wired. They would learn what's important and what's not. So what we're going to do is over the next series of videos, we're going to help you with a lot of these concepts so you can learn how to catch and release, what to do. So let's think about your life. Where are you at? Do you know how to catch and release, or are you always tired and wired? Is your life, instead of black and white, is it just a lot of gray? So what we want you to do is over the next week, just kind of look at your life. Think about, where am I at right now? And you say, how do I do that? Well, how about at the end of the day, you just rate yourself 1 to 10. Was today a day where I actually practiced catching and releasing? Or was today a day where I tried to do everything? I tried to focus on everything at once and I got very little done. Or was it a day I just ran away? I didn't want to look at the stress of life, so I just ran away from life. I procrastinated. I sat on my phone. I did all this other stuff, and I didn't do what was important. Rate yourself 1 to 10. See where you're at this week. And then in the weeks ahead, we're going to have more videos to help you grow so you don't have to be tired and wired. You can be a man who knows who you are, who knows the direction you're going, and you know how to live the design you were given. So check that out. If you want more resources, check them out at thrivingman.com. We have a lot of stuff there because we are a community of like-minded men who want to grow and make a difference in the world. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening to the Thriving Man Podcast. If you want to check out more resources from David and Reese, you can go to thrivingman.com. We'll see you in the next episode.